Hey guys, how you all going? So today I'm here with my September wrap-up and October TBR. Now in September I was reading books for review. So I'm just going to start off with the books that weren't on my TBR list. First we have Bloodsong by Rhiannon and Hart. I have a review of this one, so if you click on the book you can go and have a look at that and see what I thought about it, but I gave this one a 5 out of 5 stars. Really good. I loved it. And then we have A Monster Calls by Patrick Ness. This was amazing as well. I also gave this 5 out of 5 stars. I'm not sure if I'll do a video review of this one, but yeah, it was really quick to read. I read it in a couple of hours. It was so good. So now we have our review books that I read. First we have Masks of the Lost Kings by Tom Bane. Review is up on my blog. Link is in my pants. I gave this a 4 out of 5 stars. I thought it was really enjoyable. Lots of mystery going on and everything. At the beginning there was a bit of info dumping. We were learning a lot about ancient Egyptian history and kind of a background to what was happening in the story in regards to the historical aspect, so there was a lot of that there. I personally found it fascinating, but I can understand people may not enjoy that so much, but yeah. Overall, really enjoyable. Next we have Birthright by Willow. Now this one is about vampires, but I really enjoyed this. We didn't just look at an individual vampire or a little clan of vampires. You kind of have an insight into the whole world of vampires, which was really interesting, and there was also kind of magic involved, which was really cool, witches and stuff like that, so there's a lot more going on than I thought there would be. So I gave this a 4 out of 5 stars as well. There's a sequel to this one and I really want to read it, but I think it's got to do with some werewolves or something, and then it ties into the vampires later on, so that'd be interesting. But yeah, I want to get my hands on that one. And I also read Intangible by Meyers. Now I got this a little while ago and I was so excited to read it. When I first got it, I read a little prequel kind of story, just a bit of a teaser, and I really enjoyed that. And yeah, I don't know why, I just didn't get around to reading it, but I really wanted to. So annoyed with myself that I took so long. I really enjoyed this book. It's so good. I give it 5 out of 5 stars. I will probably do a video review of this one very soon, or maybe just a written review. I'll see how I feel about that one. Again, with this one there is so much more to the story that I first anticipated, and I loved how it turned out. So those are the books that I've finished reading, but at the moment I am also currently reading The Burning Star by Jessie. About a third of the way through, and it's going really quickly at the moment. It's only been 2 days so far, so I'm curious to see what's going to happen, because it's just really quick time span. I should finish that early October. Now onto my TBR. So obviously October, there's Halloween, right? But I don't really have many scary books to choose from. I decided to kind of go with the whole fantastical or mythical creatures, books with supernatural or paranormal elements to it, and yeah, I know I'm definitely not going to get through all of these. I've chosen 5 books to choose from this month, but since I have my exams coming up mid-October, reading's going to be a little difficult, but I was just hey, I'll choose a range of them and that'll just give me more options so I don't feel too restrained from my TBR. Sisters Red by Jackson Pearce. This is a retelling of Little Red Riding Hood. I've wanted to read this and also Sweetly for a very long time. I follow Jackson Pearce on YouTube. She is absolutely hilarious. I love her videos. I'll leave her link in my pants as well if you want to check her out. So I'm really excited to see how this one turns out. Then we have The Replacement by Brenna Yovanoff. The cover in itself is just kind of creepy. So the main character is Mackie and he is a replacement. Basically, he replaced a child infant that was stolen from a crib, and he's not human. The Iron King by Julie Kagawa. I know I should have read this by now. God, I wanted to read this ever since I heard Jessica, I think from Chapter Chicks, talk about how much she loves this book and this series. And I don't know why it took forever to buy it, and then I still haven't read it for some stupid reason. It doesn't have a smell. Anyway, so yeah, I'm hoping to get around to reading this one this month. I think this might be the first one that I read in October. Possibly. Born Wicked by Jessica Spotswood. This one is about witches. So yes, that's on my list as well. And lastly, Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children by Ransom Riggs. This book just kind of looks a little creepy, a little spooky. I've heard it's not really scary, but that's alright. Just the whole mystery aspect. I did start reading like the first couple of pages of this a little while ago, but I just really wasn't in the mood for it. This was when I first bought the book. Considering my school life at the moment, 5 books is not so realistic, but I really hope I can get around to finishing most of those. Let me know what you think about any of the books that I have read or are going to read. Yeah, I will see you guys later. Bye! Okay, so I usually put my camera on this shelf, but as you can see I don't have any room. Yeah, this is gonna be interesting.